Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome everyone to the Arts and Athletics Complex at EGF Senior High in East Grand Forks, Minnesota for a sectional standoff between the Barnesville Trojans and the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Hi everyone, I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer. It's not senior night, but it is the final regular season home game for the Green Wave, as tonight they face a top offense in the Trojans. With both teams drawing closer and closer to the playoffs, March basketball is already here. And when we come back here, we'll tell you all about these two teams and then some coming up on our American Crystal Sugar pregame show. East Grand Forks, Barnesville, it's coming up next in our pregame show with Minnesota High School girls basketball continuing here on yourliveevent.com.
Including Eagle Electric, American Federal Bank East Grand Forks, Sanford Health East Grand Forks, American Crystal Sugar Company, Little Miracles, Northland Custom Woodworking, Imprints Screen Printing, Hugo's Family Marketplace, Weber Irrigation, Achieve Therapy and Fitness, CNH Insurance East Grand Forks. Please thank and patronize these sponsors of Green Wave Athletics whenever possible.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
At East Grand Forks Public Schools, excellence is the expectation for every learner, every day. East Grand Forks Public Schools will engage and empower learners to contribute and succeed in a diverse and changing world. Today's student, tomorrow's leader. For more information on the East Grand Forks Public Schools, including teachers' pages, updates, the weekly newsletter, EGF activities and events calendars, and more, go to egf.k12.mn.us. Good luck, Green Wave, from the East Grand Forks Public Schools.
YourLiveEvent.com is grateful to be working with the East Grand Forks Public Schools to provide a video stream and play-by-play for varsity home athletic events this season. We encourage all fans to subscribe to YourLiveEvent.com YouTube channel and to like this video stream. YourLiveEvent.com is powered by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated and Halstead Telephone. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, visit yourliveevent.com for more information.
Hello, welcome everyone to our American Crystal Sugar pregame show where we preview this Thursday night tango between the Barnesville Trojans and the East Grand Forks Green Wave at EGF Senior High. Our American Crystal Sugar pregame show, thanks to our sponsors for putting on this event and letting us have our broadcast here at East Grand Forks. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities online at crystalsugar.com. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, and tonight's contest is a Section 8 AA standoff in the final regular season home game for East Grand Forks. It also happens to be the Trojans' final road game. Let's see how they got here. Barnesville Trojans overall 9-5 record, 5-2 at home, 4-3 on the road, and 7-5 in Section 8 AA play. The Trojans are 3-2 in their last 5 games, 7-3 in the last 10. They put up 55 points per game, giving up 49. And the last time these Trojans played against Pelican Rapids, just this past Monday on the 8th, they scored their least amount of points all season long. The Trojans put up 38, their season low on offense, a team that puts up 55 points per game and is the 4th best scoring offense in said section of 8 AA North, or South, for the Trojans. They're playing the AA North EGF Green Wave here in the final regular season home game for the Wave. The Trojans are coached by Ryan Baumstad. Let's look at their last 5 contests. On February 20th, a Crookston victory for the Trojans, 54-51. Then defeated Dilworth Glendon Felton 48-38 on February 23rd. Lost to Holly 62-43 on the 4th of March. beat Breckenridge 54-53 in overtime on the 5th. And then, like I said last time out against Pelican Rapids, a 48-38 loss for these Trojans. They're down 35-11 at one point, says Coach Ryan Baumstead in his 9th year for Barnesville. His team takes on a squad that not so long ago had their best defensive outing against a Warroad team, and I'm talking about East Grand Forks. Now it's 7-9 overall, 4-3 here at the complex, 3-6 on the road, and a clean 500 mark, 4-4 in Section 8AA North. EGF is coached by Dennis Carpenter in his first season as the head captain of this Wave squad. They are 6-4 in their last 10, 3-2 in their last 5. They put up 41 points per game and give up 47 against their opponents. Let's look at their last 5 contests. On February 22nd, a Climax Fisher contest. The Wave won 62-35. On the first game of March, on March 2nd, lost to Moorhead 64-32. Beat Sacred Heart 38-35. 2 days later on the 4th, then beat Warroad 46-25. On the 5th, Evan lost to Stephen Argyle 51-38 on this past Monday's contest at Argyle. In that Warroad game, East Grand Forks had its best defensive outing, only giving up 25 points per game in that contest. East Grand Forks, like I said, gives up 47, making strides on the defensive side of the court when they need to, as the playoffs and sectional play looms closer and closer here in Minnesota high school basketball. Two teams, contrasting styles and contrasting last outings, of course, with the Trojans giving up, or not scoring their season low, and the Wave only holding its team to 25 points. We'll see what the coaches have to say about that when we come back here later in our coaches' comment segment on our American Crystal Sugar pregame show. Don't go anywhere. More EGF Barnesville breakdown after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
East Grand Forks Green Wave Sports on YourLiveEvent.com are made possible by the Green Wave corporate sponsors, including Tim Shea's Nursery and Landscaping, Salon 222, Evergreen Insurance Agency, Border States Trophy and Awards, Leisureland RV, Northdale Oil, Shields, Custom Stripes. We ask that you please thank and patronize these sponsors of the Green Wave Athletics whenever possible.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Welcome back to our American Crystal Sugar pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. Now in our coaches' comments segment. Segment number 1 of Coach Ryan Baumstead of the Barnesville Trojans. Walking into the complex night here at EGF Senior High. Your first initial thoughts, ready to take on the Green Wave?
Well, it's a great facility, but we're not too worried about the facility. We know they're playing really well right now. They're getting more consistent, so the biggest thing for us is just try and do the things that we've been successful at throughout the year and keep going at it.
Coach, you scored the 4th most points in all of the section at 55 points per game with your offense. But last time out, a season low 38 points and a 48-38 loss to Pelican Rapids. What happened in that last game, and how can your offense bounce back, get back to its scoring ways?
Well, I think, every game's got its own story. We shot 11% in the first half. That isn't really what we usually do. So, but again, you got to give credit to Pelican, too. When we were down 35-11, and then all of a sudden it's 38-33, I think, or 38-35. I think there's a big difference, all right? When the basketball's going in. So, but overall, I think we're just going to keep plugging away, doing the things we do, and see where it takes us.
These last 3 games, they haven't been any slouches. Opponents' overall combined record is 36-12 in your last 3, including an overtime victory over Breckenridge. How have these last 3 games made your team better, playing some pretty scrappy, good opponents?
Well, that's the Heart of Lakes Conference in a nutshell. Every game's going to go down to the wire most of the time, and there's just a fine, thin line between everybody, and it usually comes down to a possession here or a possession there. So what it does, it gets you ready for tournament time, really. So we embrace it. We enjoy the Heart of Lakes, and we continue to go.
12-15 a year ago, now sitting at 9-5 currently. What's it been like getting back to a winning season after 2 years?
Well, feels, I guess, good. I guess we haven't really looked at it that way. We just want to continue to get better every day, and in practice they've given great effort, and in games as well. So I think some of that just comes from the maturation process of the kids going from being 9th graders and 10th graders now into their 11th grade year and their 10th grade year. And then, we have a few younger players that are still playing some big minutes for us too. And, when you put them all together, you sometimes get lucky, and we're playing well.
Now, this isn't senior night for East Grand Forks, but it is their last regular season game here at the complex. What do you expect from this Green Wave team, not just emotionally, as it's their last game on their home court, but also out on the court, scheme-wise?
I think we're going to get really against a tough man-to-man defense. I think they've done that pretty much all year. Again, they play hard. They're scrappy. I wouldn't expect anything different tonight compared to the previous nights that we've seen them on film. And on top of it, it's senior night, and they want to go, and they're going to play hard. Not that they don't play hard every night, but, it's a little special moment here that it's their last as well. So,
Coach, what is your one key to winning this evening?
Taking care of the ball, making sure that we take care of the ball. And I think if you can limit their opportunities of scoring, then it strengthens your chances of winning. So, again, I think the biggest thing for us is making sure that we take care of the ball.
Coach, anything else like to add?
It should be a fun one. They're playing really well. We're playing pretty well, so it should be a good slugfest.
Coach, thanks for your time tonight, and good luck.
All right, thank you.
Head coach of the Barnesville Trojans, Ryan Baumstadt, in his 9th year. Thank you to Coach Baumstadt for taking the time in our pregame coach's comments, talking about the Green Waves' man-to-man defense that propelled them to a 46-25 victory over Wool Road not so long ago. The best defensive outing by this Wave squad this 2021 season. Barnesville coming off its lowest outing offensive-wise, losing 48-38 to Pelican Rapids on March 8th this past Monday. See what they got in store for us tonight if they get back to their high-scoring ways here in Minnesota high school basketball. We'll take a break here in our American Crystal Sugar pregame show and come back with the head coach of the Wave, Dennis Carpenter, in his first season after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
At East Grand Forks Public Schools, excellence is the expectation for every learner, every day. At East Grand Forks, they offer a number of extracurricular activities, including athletics, academic clubs, speech, drama, and many more. At ISD 595, they encourage students to participate in as many extracurricular activities as possible. They feel students will gain valuable life lessons through these activities. For more information, visit egf.k12.mn.us. Good luck, Green Wave, from the East Grand Forks Public Schools.
The Minnesota State High School League reminds us that the educational value of this event is more important than its outcome. Respect for others, including opponents and officials, is one of those values. Support today's teams with the respect they deserve. When you have a great team and great fans, a great game is practically a given. So, root for your team and enjoy every moment of today's game. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
Welcome back to our American Crystal Sugar pregame show, now in segment 2 of our Coach's Comments segment. Now joined by the head coach of the Green Wave of EGF, Dennis Carpenter, walking into the complex this evening, Coach, taking on a foe who is 9-5 on the season. Your initial thoughts so far?
Well, I know that I've watched their last game they played Pelican Rapids at their place on Monday, and They were down. They didn't play very well in the first half, but they came out gangbusters on the second half and just about beat Pelican Rapids. I think they were down by 21 and a half and came back within 3 and lost by 10. But, they had a good defensive team. They got 3 girls that come off the bench that probably would start, for anybody. So there's an 8th grader that I think scores 20 some at times. We just got to be ready. We struggled against Stephen Argyle on Monday. We were down by 12 at half. Came back within 2, and then we just ran out of gas and made a lot of mental errors. We gotta make sure that we take care of the ball, box out, especially against Barnesville. They like to crash the boards. We do those things, we got a chance to win.
Coach, this Barnesville team put up a season-low 38 points in the last outing. Not so long ago, on March 5th, you only allowed 25 points, a defensive low for you guys this season. Is your defense picking up the right pick of steam here in a team that puts up 55 points per game?
Yeah, I like to think so. We've been, obviously that's our, key is defense. I'm preaching defense all the time because, I know that, at times the shots aren't always going to fall, and you got to rely on your defense to create some offense. And, we rely on our defense, even against Stephen Argyle. We gave up 51 points, but, most of those were at the end when, we were pressing and they get easy buckets because we just ran out of steam.
Early in the season, 5-game skid, but now you sit at 7-9, and it's been relatively positive. You have a 6-4 in the last 10, and then 3-2 in the last 5. What's the turnaround been like, and what's been the key to that?
Key has been, we've hit some shots, and we've relied on our defense that created some offense, and that's what happens when when you start hitting shots, it adds energy to us, especially on the defensive end, and we can go from there. We also do a great job of the boards of late. We box out, take care of the boards. We try to push the ball as much as possible. But if if obviously teams are there on defense, we're going to set up a half-court offense and be patient.
Coach, you guys already celebrated senior night early in the season because COVID-19 is unpredictable. But tonight is the final regular season home game. Is there anything you want to say about your seniors and just your girls overall after this season?
It's been great getting to know these girls. Granted, I have a senior daughter, so I knew these girls even when they were little. So watching them grow and improve their basketball skills has been an honor to coach them their senior year. They're great, great leadership. Especially the last couple of games. When we were down, they're always positive. That's what you want in a basketball player. Always positive, working hard, and pushing other girls to be their best.
Coach Baumstead of Barnesville said his number one key to the game is keeping the turnovers low, keeping the ball in his girls' hands. What about your top key to tonight's victory?
Well, I think we got to take care of the boards. I know they like to crash the boards. They got 2 really good posts that like to crash the boards, and they get a lot of offensive rebounds. If we can control the boards and also limit our turnovers too. We struggle a little bit, especially when we get tired, make those mental errors. We just got to make sure that we're taking care of the ball and limit our turnovers.
Is there anything else like to add?
We also got to shoot better free throws. Against Stephen Argyle, we shot, I think, 33%. Well, you're not gonna win a lot of games shooting 33% from the charity stripe. So we got to do a better job. We got to be mentally ready to shoot those free throws.
Coach Carpenter, thank you for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks to Coach Carpenter once again. Dennis Carpenter of East Grand Forks in his first year coaching the Green Wave as the captain of the helm has his team at 7-9, ready to take on the 9-5 Barnesville Trojans. As our American Crystal Sugar Company pregame show draws closer and closer to a close here with tip-off on the way here soon. The ladies and everyone else rise and line up for the national anthem. We'll come back and preview our starting lineups, and with tip-off coming up next between Barnesville and East Grand Forks girls basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
The Green Wave Sports Boosters was started in 1974 to help provide financial support through fundraising to all Green Wave High School athletic programs. With the generous help of its members and local business, the Green Wave Sports Boosters has helped our student athletes succeed and strive for excellence for 47 years. The Boosters would like to thank all current family and business members for their continued support. Go to greenwaveboosters.com for more information. Please consider becoming a member today.
I'm really happy here because on a daily basis when I get here, I'm so excited to work with the people around me.
I thoroughly like walking through the door and seeing everybody. It's just a great place to work.
Every Sunday I'm ready to come to work Monday morning. Like, we laugh and we joke, but we get work done. But I've never had a bad day here.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Green Wave Arts and Athletics Complex at EGF Senior High, East Grand Forks, Minnesota. Now time for our starting lineups between Barnesville and East Grand Forks. Starting off with the visiting team, the Barnesville Trojans at 9-5, coached by Ryan Baumstead. First out is number 1, Sam Pesa, senior guard. Number 3 across the chest and back, that is Kim Macy, senior guard as well. Lexi Bolgreen, a junior guard, wearing number 4. Number 14, Emily Bredman, junior forward. Rounding everything out for Barnesville is number 32, Lauren Halverson, junior center. For Barnesville again, it goes Pesa, Macy, Bolgreen, Bredman, Halverson. Coached by Baumstead, 9-5 and 7-5 in Section 8AA. Now it's time for the hometown squad in their final home regular season game. East Grand Forks start out with number 5, Maddie Manger, senior guard at 5'5", wearing number 5. Number 10 is Kaden Melquist, senior, 5'7". Bryn Havis, wearing number 12, is a junior, standing at 5'7". Number 21, Ella Eggers, senior at 5'5". Number 22, Hannah Jensen-Selness, rounding it out, a senior at 5'8". Again, it goes Manger, Melquist, Havis, Eggers, Jensen-Selness. Coached by Dennis Carpenter in his first season as the head coach. These two teams last season meeting up. It was a 52-30 victory for the Green Wave back on February 11th, 2020. Back before everything became 2020. And now here we are on March 11th. March basketball in play here in 2021 with the playoffs looming for both teams, both with 2 regular season games left. The final road game for Barnesville and the final home game for East Grand Forks. Tipping off for Barnesville will be Emily Bredman. She lines up against Hannah Jensen-Selness, and we're ready to get things underway here at the complex. And East Grand Forks on YourLiveEvent.com. Advantage goes to the Trojans. Now quickly pushing at the left corner and to the left post. Count it, and a foul. No, shot didn't go off. And a charge immediately drawn right off the bat. Number 4, Lexi Bolgreen, picks up a foul, turns it over for Barnesville. Right out of the gate, 6 seconds in. Turnover and a foul. First team foul. That's actually on Lauren Halverson, the offensive foul. Now here is Melquist. On the left side, she goes to Manger, left wing. Manger guarded by Macy. Now goes top of the key. Now dish around the arc, back to Melquist in the right wing. Melquist, ball overhead, now puts in a move, goes right elbow, bounce pass inside, off the feet, and turned over by EGF right in the hands of Emily Bredman. Turnover for turnover. Now push inside the right elbow, misses. Halverson kick out left corner. Thought about 3, didn't go. Bolgreen puts on the Euro, puts up 2 off the glass, won't find it off the rim. Gets her own rebound. Now being harassed down inside the block. Lexi Bolgreen. They call a foul on EGF. That is on Kaden Melquist, her first team first. Re-inbound it for Barnesville. Bredman finds right corner to Pesa. Give back to Bredman in the right block. Guarded by Melquist. Goes to the foul line. This is Halverson. Puts on a move. Dips. Now left corner. Goes out to Bolgreen. Now top of the key. Putting it in each Trojan's hands. Now right wing. Back to the right corner. This is Bolgreen inside to Halverson. Going to kick it back out to Bolgreen. Top of the key. 3 is short off rim. Pulled down. Long rebound eventually by Melquist. Finding it along the baseline. Her first snag. 16:48, no score yet here. And EGF, this one off the hands of Milquist, looking for a teammate. Hannah Jensen-Selness now goes 13 feet away, off the rim, won't go from Bryn Havis. Now here's a scrap down low. Still nobody with the basketball. Down low is Manger fighting for it. She fights all for that offensive rebound, all for it to go back to Halverson on the other side. And she carried the basketball. A double dribble by Lauren Halverson, getting too anxious with a clear lane. 2 turnovers apiece for both squads. Melquist across the timeline. Now goes left. This is Havis. Bryn Havis, left wing. Gets a screen from Jensen-Selness and poked away immediately, driving inside. Turnover EGF. And now going coast to coast, Sam Pesa for 2. The first points of the ball game. It's 2-0. 16:03 first half. Here's Havis, left corner. Now pushes to the top. Now to Manger. Now over to Jensen-Selness, right wing. Corrals the basketball. Now kicks out left corner. Now Havis again to Melquist. Finding the right side of the arc. Melquist. Oh, what a threaded needle pass over to Havis. Now right corner to Manger. Manger corrals the basketball in the corner on the far side and the right. She floats it inside for Jensen-Selness, who goes to Melquist off of the loose basketball, pulled down by Pesa. Now Pesa moves inside and quickly finding Bullgreen inside for the block shot in the right block, and Bullgreen is fouled. That's on Bryn Havis, her first, team second. First trip to the line for either squad this evening. Bullgreen, the junior guard, puts it up and puts it in. She's got 1 point and a 3-0 lead. No points for EGF. Bullgreen, the junior once again. 1 for 1, 2 for 2. She goes. She's got 2 and a 4-0 lead. There we go. 15:30 first half at the complex. EGF trying to finish out the regular season at 500, currently at 7-9. You can get closer to that goal right now tonight. Eggers, top of the key, gives the Melquist. Now goes over to Havis, right wing. Havis jabs, now goes up and puts up the shot. That's Manger. That one pulled down eventually by Barnesville, by Halverson, and she is ripped and fouled. And they call a jump ball in favor of the Green Wave, actually. Halverson not getting enough on that one, and the possession arrow goes in favor of the Wave. Melquist inbound. She goes Manger left corner, who goes to Havis top. Now back to Manger. Sized up here by Macy. Trying to post up Jensen-Selness. Now Melquist top of the key. She goes back to Manger. Gets a screen for Manger. Now back, give and go. Melquist going to load from 3 from the left corner. Inside the rim and pulled down out of the breadbasket by Jensen-Selness. Almost had it. Almost corralled it. And it goes out of bounds off her. Back to Barnesville. Loose ball goes out of bounds in favor of the Trojans. Pesa immediately feeding up court to Halverson. Now right corner misses the 3 ball from Macy. Off the bank, won't find it. Pulled down by Bullgreen for her second board. Now back around the arc. The Trojans go looking for a new opportunity. Pesa bumps in to Eggers. Now feed inside to Halverson. And the left block puts up 2 off the little love tap from the glass. Won't find the goal. Eggers finds the rebound, her first. And now pushing it up court across the timeline. Slows things down. Now goes back to Melquist. Right front court. She feeds inside to Jensen-Selness, blowing her way in, but not enough. Pulled down by Halverson for a second. Now here is Eggers for the rebound and the jump ball. Trojans basketball. 4-0 early. 14-12 first half. Caitlin Hovey checks into the game for number 22, Hannah Jensen-Selness. Caitlin Hovey, a senior, off the bench at 5'7", wearing 1-4, number 14. Melquist hits the hardwood hard. Samantha Pesa with the basketball, put her shoulder down. Now goes out left corner, Mrs. Bullgreen, now left wing. This is Bredman, who almost had it stripped, gets it back. Now feedback inside to Pesa, puts on the Euro, and goes to the line. She's fouled. Pesa's got 2 points and can add to that total. Her first trip tonight, the second for Barnesville. Bullgreen is already 2 for 2 from the charity line. It's 4-0. Looking to make it 5 is Pesa, and she does so. 3 points for her, a 5-0 lead. Hallie Carpenter checks in for Kaden Melquist for the Wave. Melquist takes a seat with 1 foul to her name, 1 board. Pesa goes 2 for 2. She's got 4 points to her name and a 6-0 lead here early. 13:55 in the first half. Now pushing it left wing is Eggers. Backs out to the front court. Now spins back near the left side. Drives left block. And to kick back out to Hovde left wing. She feeds inside now up to Havis. And she is stuffed from atop and back to the Trojans. Now left corner, Mrs. Macy. She'll load a 3 off the inside of the rim. Pulled it down. Long rebound out by Pesa. Kick around the right corner. Now out to Halverson in the block. Puts on the move. Puts up 2. Yes, she does. Lauren Halverson, her first bucket of the evening. 8-0 here early. 13-18 first half. Manger across the Green Wave logo. Goes right wing to Havis. Jabs. Drives. Baseline. Foul. Barnesville. The East Grand Forks boys basketball squad here in attendance in support of their women counterparts. That foul on number 4, Lexi Bogren, her first, team second. Some more substitutions here. Eggers, that checks out of the game. Now we're in the right corner. A new ball player, we'll get them in a second. Drives baseline, going to put up 2 from the right block. Won't get the ball. And goes off the glass in the hands of Halverson for her board. In the game now is Allison Kovar, freshman at 5'5". The jump ball goes in favor of the Trojans with Bredman to inbound. Bredman gives off to Pesa. Pesa guarded by Kovar, one-on-one, literally one-on-one, number-wise. Pesa left wing, now back right wing to Bredman. Feed inside to Halverson, inside the paint, inside 10 feet away. Can't get off the glass and the rim. Pulled down by Manger. Manger is fouled. Back to EGF. Manger's second board. Bredman over the back right there, her first, team third. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece. Here's Kovar. Basketball in right hand. Excuse me, that was number 20, Hallie Carpenter, or Callie Madison. Now Mrs. Kovar left front court. Now pushing the left elbow with a give and go. Back to Kovar off the bottom of the rim. Gets an offensive rebound. Goes up for 2. Goes to the foul line. Nice little give and go play there. Opened up a lane for Kovar, and she opens up a spot at the foul line. Bullgreen, her second foul, team 4th. Kovar, the freshman, off the bench, can give the Wave their first point of the evening right here with 12:30 to go in the first. Kovar does such thing. First strip for the Wave this evening. Into the game now for Barnesville, number 20, Kinsey Scogan in place of Lexi Bullgreen. 8-1 with 12:30 in the first half. Kovar again. Rattles in and out. She goes 1 for 2. It's pulled down by Bredman. Her first snag of the evening. A blocking ground foul against EGF. Looks like it's going to be on Allison Kovar. Her first, team 4th. Bredman back to inbound. Up by 7. 12:25 here in the first half and ticking. Final regular season home game for the Wave. Not senior night. They already celebrated that thanks to COVID-19. Now here's a right block. Right elbow is Kogan. She gives off to Bredman. Right wing up by Macy and puts it in for the swish from the right wing for 3. Macy's got 3. Her first bucket. 11-1. 12 minutes first half. All Barnesville early. Manger now left wing. She goes out to the left corner. Is number 3, Hallie Carpenter, daughter of Dennis Carpenter. Here's a left side midi up and rattles home. Caitlin Hovde get that one to go. She's got 2 points, and the lead is 11-3 now. 11:40 first half. Bredman back to Scogan, top of the key. Looks to the right. Back to the top, feeds inside to Halverson. Now back to Scogan, give and go. Back up to Halverson, up off the glass and 2. Halverson playing patty cake with the basketball with Scogan. Gets 4 points now and a 13-3 lead. Up by 10, 11-20 first half. Menger left wing. Guarded by Macy. Now glides top of the key, gives up to Kovar. Back around the arc. Now in the right corner. Feeding inside. Misses Hovde. Now back out right elbow. Misses a 2-ball up by Madison. Won't find the mark and pulled down by Halverson. Her second board. Here comes Pesa, top of the key. She'll give the Bredman, who thought about popping it for a 3. Alexa go back to the left corner. finds the basketball back from her teammate from Macy, glides in for two, puts it in for two. Emily Bredman for two, and a 15-3 lead. Timeout, Coach Carpenter in the East Grand Forks Green Wave down 15-13 with 10:49 in the first half.
East Grand Forks Green Wave Sports on YourLiveEvent.com are made possible by the Green Wave corporate sponsors, including Up North Pizza Pub, BSN Sports, East Grand Forks Youth Basketball Association, Construction Engineers, Red River Bean and Seed LLC, Franson Bank and Trust, GW and Sons Construction, East Grand Forks Blue Line Club, Reliance Telephone and Security, and by Caulfield Studios. Please thank and patronize these sponsors of Green Wave Athletics whenever possible.
Welcome back to the complex at East Grand Forks Senior High. 15-3 lead with 10:49 left in the first half for Barnesville over East Grand Forks. Coach Carpenter talked about crashing the boards in our pregame coach's comments. Right now, Barnesville is out rebounding East Grand Forks 7-4. Not a very huge difference, but marginal nonetheless, and a 12-point lead for the Trojans. East Grand Forks inbounds, going right to left, wearing green on green jerseys. Here is Madison. Callie Madison across the timeline. Freshman at 5'5" goes right wing to Eggers back in the game. She goes top of the key. Now looking to left wing to number 3, Hallie Carpenter. Now to Madison once again, puts a move on, now puts up in traffic for two. Off the hook shot, won't go off the back of the rim. Board is being scrapped for, goes to the baseline, and they're going to call jump ball in favor of Barnesville. No, East Grand Forks. Number 32, Lauren Halverson checks out of the ball game. East Grand Forks with the basketball. Emily Bredman also out of the game, I believe. In their place, looking for substitutions right now. And now inbound at 2 Eggers in the right block. Now in the paint, puts up left-hand hook shot, won't go. Pulled down by Pacey. Pacey now, our third board, pushes up. Now right wing, this is Scogan. Right block, feed inside. Oh, what a find. Couldn't get the finish by Emily Smith in the game now. Had the board, lost it. Back over to EGF. In the hands of Kovar on the left hand. Now goes left corner. This is Hovde looking to dish. Caitlin Hovde back to Kovar in the left front court. Here's Ella Eggers. Gets a screen from Hovde. Now finds in the right wing Madison. Pushed around the right side for East Grand Forks. Down by 12 here early. Kovar feeds inside. Looking for Carpenter. Ripped away. Poked out by Barnesville. Number 23, Abby John with the turnover. Fourth turnover by East Grand Forks, and it results in 2 points on the opposite side by Emily Smith off the bench. The sophomore center has 2 in a 17-3 lead. 9:25 first half. Callie Madison across the timeline. Goes to Kovar left wing. Guarded by Kim Macy. Kovar gets a screen, not a very good one. Looking to go back to Carpenter. Now goes to Madison left wing. Madison looking, spins, pivots. Now drives to the top of the key. Now near the foul line. Poked away out of the hands by Scogan. And now back to Eggers. Do we have a timeout? We do. Coach Dennis Carpenter takes his second timeout of the half. Down 17-3 with 9:03 left to play before halftime.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
It's a 17-3 lead here at East Grand Forks Senior High. The Green Wave down to the Trojans with 9:03 left to play in the first half. At the end of the first half, last time out for Barnesville against Pelican Rapids on March 8th, the Trojans were down by 21 points, down by 35-11 at one point, roared back enough to bring within 3, and lost 48-38. This time, opposite story for Barnesville. Their number 4 offense in Section 8AA South, putting it on here early. They put up 55 points per game at 17 here at the 9:03 mark in the first half. Good defense by the Trojans as well. Madison goes now to Havis back in the game, left wing. Havis near the left elbow. Now goes top of the key to Jensen Selness. Also check back in the game for the Green Wave. Now here is Madison, top of the key to Melquist, back off the bench. Gives it to Eggers. Near the top of the key now, steps back at the red line. It goes to Jensen Selness. Overhead pass over to Havis, right wing. Gets a screen from Hannah. Now goes right elbow, puts up 13 feet away, off the rim. Doesn't get the roll, and here is a scrap for the basketball in favor of Barnesville off the jump ball. That one pulled down. Emily Smith in there fighting for it. Barnesville back with the basketball, already up 17-3. 8:34 first half. Inbound goes to number 23, Abby John, the freshman, or excuse me, the 8th grader, going out the left corner to Macy. Now feeding it inside, back out. Now here's a right wing three up by number 20. Scogan, her three won't go from the right wing, and loose ball is Trojans basketball. Melquist couldn't get her mitts on it. .8:21 first half here in this rivalry in Section 8 AA North. That one over the head of everyone and back into the backcourt. Found by Kenzie Scogan, the sophomore guard. Guarded by Bryn Havis. Spins around Havis at the logo. Now still guarded by her. Going to hand off to Abby John right at the Green Wave. Right wing goes John. Dribbles out now right corner to Macy. Now back to the top of the key to Bredman. Feet inside. Now back out goes Scogan. Now left wing three by Bredman. Short pulled down by Scogan. Offensive rebound. Put back good from the paint. Bredman has 4 and a 19-3 lead for her Trojans. 7:45 first half. All Barnesville. All early. Eggers at top of the key. She goes to Simpson Jensen. Now here's Madison from the left block. Ball goes out of her hands. Loose basketball in favor of EGF still. Poked out by Barnesville. Hannah Jensen Selness back in the game, as well as Kaden Melquist, both seniors. Allison Kovar checks in the game for Kylie Madison and Bryn Havis in her place. Also back in the game is Maddie Manger. Feed inside to Eggers in the left block. Now at the key. Now out to Melquist left corner. Melquist drives in short corner. Baseline goes all the way across court. Almost picked away. It is picked away by Abby John. Turnover. East Grand Forks their 5th. John runs the court from the right block. Puts up an aggressive 2. Won't go. Gets her off offensive rebound. And off the glass and in for the 8th grader. Abby John, her first 2 off the bench. 21-3. Here is Jensen Selness on the opposite side. She's fouled trying to maneuver the basketball into the hoop. And heads to the line. That foul on number 40 for Barnesville. Emily Smith, her second, team 6th. Jensen Selness, her first attempt of the evening, rims in and out at the 7:12 mark in the first half. Emily Smith checks out of the game, as well as Kim Macy back into the game. Junior Lauren Halverson. Jensen Selness, 0 for 2 she goes from the line. Down 21-3, Melquist gets the long rebound. Her second of the evening. Now here is Eggers top of key. Now left block, ripped away, poked away by Scogan. Another turnover for EGF. Now bounce back inside. Nice pass. Better finish. Count it and a foul for the 8th grader once again. Abby John now with 4 points. Can add on to it. Up 23-3. A 20-point lead for Barnesville at the 7-minute mark in the first half. That foul is on Manger. Her first, team 5th. Now Abby John puts it up and puts it in. Swish for the guard. She's got 5 off the bench and a 24-3 lead. Eggers top of the key. She goes right wing. This is Manger. Manger looks, gets a screen from Jensen Selness, goes back, pick and roll action for Hannah. She falls down, skying up for the basketball. Is fouled on her way down. Jensen Selness will head to the line since Barnesville has committed 7 team fouls. Already in the bonus, EGF is that foul number 20, Kenzie Scogan, her first. Jensen Selness just went 0 for 2 from the line, looking to make up for that one. Does right there, her first make. She's got a point. It's now 24-4. Back to a 20-point lead. Back to Jensen Selness. At the line. Gets that one to roll. She's 2 for 4 from the line and down 24-5 on the opposite side now. Here is Bredman. Gets a screen from Halverson. Now is back on the hardwood. Wrestling court with Manger and Jensen Selness. Jump ball goes in favor of the Wave. Barnesville gives it up. Kayla Melquist gets the bounce from the ref to inbound. Goes to Allison Kovar. Kovar guarded by Abby John. Maneuvers around. Now in the left wing, back to Melquist at the red line on the left side. Looks to go to Eggers. She goes to Kovar instead in the left corner. Give and go. Melquist goes baseline. Kovar still has it in the wing. She'll fire for 3. Puts it in. Why not? Allison Kovar saw what she liked and fired away. She's got 4 points, and it's 24-8. 6:10 first half. Halverson dished inside out to left block. Can't find it to go from Kinsey Scogan. Pulled down by Jensen Selness. Her first board of the evening. Eggers across the timeline on the left side. Sized up by Scogan. Now the left corner. Found by Menger with her right hand. Menger now goes left wing. Now to the top of the key to Kovar, who just switched to 3. Melquist in the right front court. Goes over to Menger. Wide open for 3. Bang! Maddie Menger gets on the board with a tray. 24-11. A mini run here by the Green Wave. 5:33 first half. John in the right wing feeds inside to Bredman. Off her foot, off her hand. Turnover. Barnesville, their 5th. Caitlin Hovde checks into the game. Hannah Jensen Selness, Allison Kovar, and Kata Melquist check out. Into the game now, Callie Madison. Now here is Madison, left wing. Now spins right into John in the corner. Now in the baseline, over now to Hovde. Back out to Madison, off the hands of John. Still Green Wave basketball. Caitlin Hovde back in the game, the senior off the bench for East Grand Forks. Inbound it goes, left corner to Madison. From Carpenter, Hallie Carpenter in the game as well. Eggers feeds inside left block. This is Hovde, spins around, now back out to baseline, off the rim for 2. Won't go off the glass from Carpenter. Pulled down aggressively by Barnesville, just enough for the rebound by Bredman. Bredman's second. And they call a foul on Hallie Carpenter as well. Her first, team 6th. Sam Pesa back in the game across the timeline. Goes right side, gets the screen from Halverson. Now goes top of the key to Bredman, out to left corner. Now finds Scogan. She goes in and out, now backs out to the top of the key. Now goes to Halverson, right elbow. Spins, tops, now go out and picked away. Still loose basketball found in Scogan's hands in her lap on the floor. Jump ball, Trojan basketball. Emily Bredman to inbound. 4:45 before the half, up by 24-11. This goes out to the John, left corner. Now out to Scogan, right wing. Top of the key, Bredman. Looks to fire, doesn't. Goes Pesa, left wing. Pesa in the left front court. Now to Bredman, left corner. Puts a move. Now back out, top of key. Now right wing, John, the 8th grader. A little jab to the left. Now goes to the right elbow. Spins back out. Kicks out right corner. Back to Scogan. She goes top of the key once again. Now to Pesa, left wing. A long opportunity right here for Barnesville. Poked away. That one in the hands for a brief moment there by Halverson. And it's taken away by East Grand Forks thanks to Madison. 6th turnover for Barnesville. Eggers now right corner. She goes out to Carpenter, right wing. Feed inside now to Menger. As Hovde kicks out down to Eggers, who pushes in and out. Eggers looking to get it off, being harassed right now by Scogan. Tries to go to Hovde. Off the hands of Hovde. Barnesville basketball. 7th turnover by EGF. Substitution time. What do we got here? A timeout or stoppage of play by the refs. In the game now for Barnesville. Coming out is number 20, Kinsey Scogan. Here's Pesa, left wing, gets a screen from Halverson. Now goes near foul line, goes right corner to Abby John. John guarded by Madison. Now top of key to Bredman, guarded by Melquist back in the game. Now here's left corner to Macy. Kim Macy goes top of the key to Abby John. Now Emily Bredman, left wing, guarded by Melquist once again. Lost the basketball, got it back. Did she take a walk? She did, trying to repossess the basketball in the paint. Turnover by Emily Bredman. 7th by Barnesville. 3:29 first half. Trojans still up 24-11 over the Green Wave. Here's Callie Madison across the timeline, right side. Far sideline. Now here is Bryn Havis, right corner. She'll put it up, and she is swatted away inside by Bredman and company. Like a pest inside. Still Green Wave basketball. Going up against some tall defense right there, Havis was. Now inside, off the foul. Gets the friendly roll. Callie Madison right off the bat. Johnny on the spot for the inbound, and she looks for the three-point play. Callie Madison off the quick inbound gets her first bucket. Pushes it now to 24-13. Cutting back into this deficit. Madison's first points. Can add on to it her first trip. She does. The freshman has 3. The lead is back to 10. 24-14 Barnesville, 3:10 first half. Pesa left wing. Goes to Bredman top. Bredman down to the left side. Lost the basketball again. Found in Menger's hands. And a walk as soon as Menger got it. Still Barnesville basketball. Turnover for turnover. Tit for tat they go. Both with 8 total in this game. 3 minutes before halftime. Emily Bredman to inbound here in this sectional showdown. A rivalry game. Abby John looking for the inbound. Bredman finally finds it to Halverson. Almost too high. Halverson gets it back in the short corner on the left side. Now back to John. John scurrying in for 2 from the block. Can't get the go. Halverson can't get the go off the offensive rebound. Pulled down by Havis. Havis now run the court. Now in the right wing. Looking to hand off to Melquist. Poked away. Picked off. Jumped by Bredman into the block. And she is ripped hard from Melquist. Persistent defense from the senior. Getting it right back for her Green Wave squad. Both teams have 9 turnovers apiece. Now the ref's going to confer. Melquist was right on the baseline when she ripped it. It might have gone off her. That's what they're discussing right now. Allison Kovar checks into the game for Callie Madison for East Grand Forks. The refs call Barnesville basketball. They take that turnover off the board. They say it goes off Kaden Melquist last. The Trojans can add to the lead now, already up 10. Bredman to inbound. Looking the outside. She goes to Macy. Top to key to John now. Feed inside to Halverson. Backing in. Now right wing. This is Pesa. Back into Halverson. Now to Bredman left elbow. Now out to left corner. This is Macy up off the rim. 3 ball won't go. Melquist off her again. No, they cut off Bredman. Green Wave basketball. Now Melquist gets it back. About 15-20 seconds later. And a timeout on the floor by Coach Ryan Baumstead. Up 24-14 with 2:24 left to go in the first half. Here between EGF and Barnesville.
.86-29 this year has been performing outstanding in Growers Fields. As you can see, the root shape on 29s again, presenting just a great root shape all the way around. This has been our top seller this past year, and it looks to be again. This variety is just performing great out in fields.
Welcome back to the Green Wave Arts and Athletics Complex, where Barnesville leads East Grand Forks 24-14, 2:24 in the first half. It's all Barnesville early on in this first half. They were up 11-1 and as much by 20 at 24-4. However, East Grand Forks not going quietly into the night here in the final regular season home game for the Wave. Now across the timeline, Allison Kovar freshly checked in off the bench. The freshman bounce pass over right into the hands of Barnesville. Here's Kim Macy going coast to coast. Puts it in. No, in and out. Pulled down by Halverson for the board and the bucket. Halverson's got 6, 26-14. Now on the other side they go. And off the hands of Kovar once again. Another turnover by EGF. That is now 11 turnovers for East Grand Forks. One of the top keys of the game for Coach Baumstead and his Trojans: win the turnover battle, keep the ball in their hands. They're doing that right now. They've given up 8 times, but only 11 now by EGF. 26-14, 144 first half. John took a walk in the right wing and gives it back to the Wave. When I say Barnesville has kept the ball clean, I mean they've kept it cleaner than East Grand Forks. Now the Wave go back right to left on our dial. Kovar across the timeline, guarded by Abby John, giving her about 2 feet of separation. Now left wing over to Havis. Havis left wing. Now top to keep Manger, unloads for a 3. Puts it in! Addie Manger with 2 trays. She's got 6 points and cuts it now within 9. 26-17, 120 first half. Barnesville back on offense. Out to the right corner, Bredman. Bredman drives outside and is fouled by Melquist on a reach-in. They call that on Kata Melquist. That's her second, team 7th in the bonus now. Barnesville is. Melquist takes a seat, as well as Caitlin Hovde. Hallie Carpenter and Hannah Jensen-Selness check back in for the Wave. At the line now is Bredman. She has 4 points, make it 5 on her first trip to the line. Pushes the lead back to 10 at double digits. 27-17, 111 first half. Period number 1 and 111 left. Make a wish, 11-11. Bredman wishes for another. She gets another. She's got 6 points, 28-20 or 17. On the other side now, losing it is Carpenter. Finds the hands of Kovar left wing. Repossesses the basketball, bounce pass inside to Carpenter. Near the block. Now back to Manger. Top to key to Carpenter. Carpenter lost the basketball. Repossesses it back around the Havis. 50 seconds in the half remaining. Hannah Jensen-Selness posted up from the right side. Puts up left hand. Off the rim, pulled down. Over back foul by Jensen-Selness. Pulled down by Halverson. Her 4th rebound of this ball game. Substitution looks to come in for East Grand Forks with Halverson going to the line. Maddie Manger checks out. Back into the game, Ella Eggers. So they go senior for senior, the Wave do. We'll have another check-in right here. Substitution, Kylie Madison checks in for Allison Kovar. The lead is 11. 43.5 to go in the first. Halverson, her first trip, her first miss. Pulled down for a second there by Jensen-Selness. And back into the hands of Barnesville. Gets another opportunity right here with 42 in the dot left for halftime. Bredman inbound, as she's been doing all night. Goes out left wing. This is Macy. Kim Macy looking to go inside. Now goes out to Bredman, left corner. She drives in baseline, puts it up, puts it in. Little floater by Bredman. She's got 8 points. 30-17 is the lead at 29 seconds and ticking. Here's Eggers right wing. Drives in, now out to Havis. Now left corner to Madison. In the wing, Madison is. Puts on a move, crossed up against John. Now top to keep back to Eggers. Now Havis right wing. Brennan Havis goes right corner to Madison. Around the arc she goes from the baseline back. Now Havis looks to find in the wing. Trying to get off of it. John, and it's poked away by Sam Pesa. Still East Grand Forks basketball. 6.9 left on the clock. Hallie Carpenter to inbound. Last time out with East Grand Forks boys basketball, Tyson Mahar sank a mid-court buzzer beater against Pelican Rapids. Can the girls do the same? Now Eggers left corner 3. Off in and out. Pulled down by Madison. Madison does not get it off. And at the end of the first half, Barnesville was up big time early. Now up 13, 30-17, heading into the break. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime report here on YourLiveEvent.com between East Grand Forks and Barnesville.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
East Grand Forks Green Wave Sports on YourLiveEvent.com are made possible by the Green Wave corporate sponsors, including Eagle Electric, American Federal Bank East Grand Forks, Sanford Health East Grand Forks, American Crystal Sugar Company, Little Miracles, Northland Custom Woodworking, Imprints Screen Printing, Hugo's Family Marketplace, Weber Irrigation, Achieve Therapy and Fitness, CNH Insurance East Grand Forks. Please thank and patronize these sponsors of Green Wave Athletics whenever possible.
Welcome to our halftime report here at East Grand Forks Senior High at the Green Wave Arts and Athletics Complex. The halftime score reads Barnesville 30, East Grand Forks 17 here in the final regular season home game for the Green Wave. Not senior night, they already celebrate that thanks to COVID-19 and all its yuckiness. But these seniors in their last potential game on their home court at the complex. Let's see how we got here at 30-17 in favor of the Trojans. Looking at our first half breakdown. It was a 21-point lead at one point by Barnesville. They went up 24-3 over East Grand Forks. It was 11-1 early, then got out to 24-3. The lead was at 20 for a while. East Grand Forks battling back here in their final game at home. Brought it within 9 at 26-17. Barnesville keeping the Wave at bay, however, in the final minutes of the first half. Barnesville is out rebounding East Grand Forks 14-8, 7 for 8. The Trojans are shooting from the free throw line. EGF 4 for 7, and 9 turnovers by Barnesville to 11 by East Grand Forks. We heard from Coach Baumstad in our pregame coach's comments on our American Crystal Sugar pregame show earlier on this evening, where he said, win the turnover battle, keep the ball clean. It's not been entirely clean for Barnesville in this game, turning it over 9 times, but against a team that puts it up 11 times and it goes down 11-1, helps your case. For Barnesville, it's a whole different story. It's a same song, different dance more in a way for Barnesville, except they changed the song in their favor to one they like. Maybe to something like Blinding Lights by The Weeknd that's playing right now. Barnesville was down by 21 points at half last time out on Monday against Pelican Rapids. They lost that game eventually 48-38. They were down by 21 at half. It was 35-11 at one point. And back from the grave almost come the Trojans. Bring it within 3, lost by 10. That was the lowest scoring outing by Barnesville this season. They averaged 55 points per game and are the fourth best scoring offense in Section 8AA South. For East Grand Forks, their defense has played well as of late. Back on March 5th, giving up a season low of 46-25 on defense in a victory over Warroad, but find themselves down by 13 here at the half against their section rival. Take a break and come back with individual statistics after this between Barnesville and East Grand Forks on YourLiveEvent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
At East Grand Forks Public Schools, excellence is the expectation for every learner, every day. East Grand Forks Public Schools will engage and empower learners to contribute and succeed in a diverse and changing world. Today's student, tomorrow's leader. For more information on the East Grand Forks Public Schools, including teachers' pages, updates, the weekly newsletter, EGF activities and events calendars, and more, go to egf.k12.mn.us. Good luck, Green Wave, from the East Grand Forks Public Schools.
YourLiveEvent.com is grateful to be working with the East Grand Forks Public Schools to provide a video stream and play-by-play for varsity home athletic events this season. We encourage all fans to subscribe to YourLiveEvent.com YouTube channel and to like this video stream. YourLiveEvent.com is powered by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated and Halstead Telephone. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, visit YourLiveEvent.com for more information.
Welcome back to our halftime report on YourLiveEvent.com at the complex in East Grand Forks, Minnesota. 30-17 is your halftime score. Barnesville on top of East Grand Forks. The final home game of the regular season for the Green Wave. Let's see who's putting up the points here this evening. Start off with Barnesville first. Sam Pesa has 4 points, 3 rebounds. Kim Macy with 3 points to no rebounds off a lone tray by Macy, the only tray by Barnesville. Lexi Bowgreen with 2 points from the free throw line and 2 rebounds. Emily Bredman, a game-high 8 points to 2 rebounds. Lauren Halverson with 6 points and 5 rebounds. Kenzie Skogan off the bench, nothing so far. Emily Smith off the bench has 2 and 2 rebounds, 2 points. Abby John has 5 points out of the bench and no rebounds for the 8th grader. Coming off the pine, Maddie Menger now for East Grand Forks. 2 triples, 6 points, 2 boards. Kaden Melquist, no points so far for the senior, 2 rebounds. Bryn Havis, also no points, 1 board. And Ella Eggers, no points, 1 board. So 3 seniors, or 3 starters, 1 junior Havis for the Green Wave, no points in this contest so far. Hannah Jensen-Selness, 2 points, 1 board, both from the line. Callie Madison off the bench has 3, 1 rebound. Allison Kovar has 4 points. And Caitlin Hovde with 2 points of her own. Hallie Carpenter has gotten to the game, has not scored or put up any stat lines yet. Those are your individual statistics brought to you by YourLiveEvent.com. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer here with you this fine, terrific Thursday evening. Here with Grant Rothenberger, a student at East Grand Forks, running the camera op for me this evening, doing a great job following the action, and it's been all action for Barnesville. It's been all inside the paint for the Trojans. They only have 1 tray, that one by Kim Macy. 3 by East Grand Forks, 2 by Menger, and 1 by Allison Kovar off the bench. A physical game inside. Both teams getting scrappy when it comes to turnovers. Again, 9 by Barnesville and 11 by East Grand Forks. The largest lead of the game so far belongs to Barnesville at 21 points. They were up 24-3. Now up by 13, 30-17, with halftime coming to a close and the second half ready to begin. Thanks for joining us on this journey once again on a terrific Thursday evening. A Thursday tango between 2 Section 8 AA rivals. Minnesota High School girls basketball almost coming to a close about that time, with 2 regular season games, counting this one, left in play before the playoffs start next Monday. And the second half starts right now. Caitlin Hovde to inbound to Kelly Madison. For the Green Wave, Ella Eggers also on the floor. Hannah Jensen-Selness, and I believe Maddie Menger for Green Wave. For the Barnesville Trojans, it goes Sam Pesa, number 4, Lexi Bowgreen, number 32, Lauren Halverson, and number 3, Kim Macy, as well as Emily Bredman. Now feed inside, out to the left block, going left to right. is Jensen Selnes, immediately fouled coming out of the gates. 16 seconds in, Hannah Jensen Selnes heads to the line. That foul on number 32. Lauren Halverson, her second, team first of the half. Hannah is 2 for 4. Now make that 2 for 5. She's got 2 points, down by 13. Fresh half now for East Grand Forks. Looking to make it a good start against this high-scoring Barnesville offense. That one hits the bottom of the rim by Jensen Selnish. She goes 0 for 2. Now pulled down by Bredman and company. Bredman now runs the floor across the timeline, goes right wing, looking for Bolgreen. Bolgreen looking inside, took her eye off the basketball. A little bit too much anticipation right there. To move inside, it's a turnover for Barnesville, their first of the second half. Left to right, EGF goes. Madison goes left wing to Eggers, gets a screen from Jensen Selnes. This is Hovde at the foul line, actually. Now to Eggers, in the right short corner, falls to her knees. Ball hits the baseline, turnover East Grand Forks. Ella Eggers fell down to the floor, gives it back to Barnesville. Looks like her ankles got tussled up. She looks to be okay. And this one poked away by Eggers, getting right back to her misdeeds. Now puts a move on, feed over to Madison. Madison box out. Now back to Eggers in the block. Eggers looking to back in. Now to Madison, right corner, 3. Off the rim, pulled down by Halverson. Halverson, her 6th board. And turnover for Barnesville. Back over on the left side for the Trojan. Put up by Bolgreen in the block. Loose ball is eventually pulled down by Madison. Taken right out of the hands by Bolgreen. Now top of the key, here's Pesa. Now here's left corner, back to Bolgreen. She gets the 3 off, and it's airmailed. Pulled it down by nobody. Loose ball with East Grand Forks looking for the dive. That was Maddie Manger in the game on the baseline. Emily Bredman inbound for Barnesville. Still up by 13, 16:41 second half. No score yet in the latter half of play. Pesa right wing, backs off to the front court, now at the red line. Sam Pesa dribbles to the left now. Pesa dribbles to the right, guarded by Madison, goes right corner. Bredman dips. Now Fizek to Bolgreen again, who almost anticipated to go inside once again. Still got the basketball. Bolgreen now goes top to key, dish around the arc. Now here's Bolgreen again with the basketball. Drives in left elbow, now puts it up. Crosses over, puts it in. Splitting the defenders, no. Bolgreen finds a way to split the difference. She has 4 points, 17-32. Ella Eggers believes that Bolgreen walked. Refs called otherwise. Bolgreen 3 for 3 from the line. She's got 5 points, a 33-17 lead at 16-16 second half. Caitlin Hovde inbounds to Kelly Madison at the baseline. Guarded by Bolgreen. Madison now over, almost tipped away. Finding back in the hands of Hovde. Goes out now left side, left block. Jensen Selnes. Kick out, left wing 3 up by Hovde. Hovde for the tray. Caitlin Hovde now has 5 points, brings it back to a 13-point deficit. 33-20. Bolgreen now had an air ball. The crowd not letting her forget about it. Now Halverson, she goes out to Macy right wing, answers right back. Macy with her second triple. She's got 6 points, 36-20. The lead's at 16. 15:38 second half. That one was nothing but net and wet from Macy. Manger falls down, guarded away, picked away by Macy. Turnover EGF, and Macy falls and hits the hardwood as well, right in front of her bench. Macy gets up. Foul on number 22, Hannah Jensen Selnes, her second, team second. Barnesville to inbound, up by 16, 15:29 second half. Lexi Bolgreen on the far midcourt sideline goes to Sam Pesa at the logo, top of the key, gets a screen over from Halverson and puts it up from the left block for 2. Sam Pesa has 6 points, 38-20. Madison breaking the full court pressure. Now goes left corner, tipped away by Bolgreen, looking for Manger. Still East Grand Forks basketball. Full timeout called by Dennis Carpenter, down by 18 points, 38-20. Barnesville leads East Grand Forks with 15:09 left to play in the second half.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Welcome back from the break, courtesy of a Dennis Carpenter timeout. His squad down 38-20 with 15:09 left to play in the second half to the Barnesville Trojans. Barnesville up all over East Grand Forks early in the first half and repeating the same effort here in the second. Barnesville was up by 21 at one point in our first half of play, and now they push the lead back to 18. Barnesville, a 9-5 squad. East Grand Forks 7-9. East Grand Forks 11-16 last season. Barnesville getting back to its winning ways after 2 seasons off in the losing column. They were 12-15 last year, now 9-5. Melquist back in the game, inbounds. Kaden Melquist inbounds it to Kylie Madison. Bounce pass over to Caitlin Hovde, right wing. She just sank a triple. Hovde now top, now foul line, drives in, looking to push it out. Goes to Madison, left short corner up, midi. Jumper won't find the mark. Pulled down by Emily Bredman for her 4th board. Now pushing it all the way up. Egger gets her left hand on it. Eggers almost had the pick, but it's still Barnesville basketball. Lexi Bullgreen to inbound right in front of her sideline. Bullgreen looks, ready to dish. Bullgreen finds inside Halverson and goes sky high for it. Now out to Bredman, left wing. Puts a move on, jab out, now back out. Top of the key to Pesa, Sam Pesa. Now at the right front court, resets, goes driving right side. Now kick out to Macy. She steps back, goes to Bredman in the left wing. And now to Bullgreen, left corner. She pushes it to the top. Now Bullgreen pushes it to Halverson. And the key, now top of the key, now right wing. And we have a 3-second violation by Halverson. Turnover, Barnesville. Allison Kovar checks into the game. Hallie Carpenter checks in the game. And Bryn Davis checking the game for Maddie Manger, Caitlin Hovde, and Callie Madison. For Barnesville, number 3, Kim Macy checks out, and her place is number 20, Kenzie Scogan. Here's Kovar to Bryn Havis, right wing. Havis, the original starter, drives in right side, now back out. Havis goes top of the key to Eggers. Eggers drives left elbow, bounce pass over to Kovar. Kovar swatted away by Halverson. She is fouled, however. Too much of the swat on that one. And Kovar heads to the line. Kovar 1 for 2 so far this evening, has 4 points. Holverson now has 3 fouls. Team second. Kovar up, out. Kovar 1 for 3 now. Holverson checks out. Emily Smith, the sophomore, checks in. Sophomore for Junior Swamp. Smith has 2 points. Holverson leaves the game with 6. Kovar now at the line again. That one riddles in and out, and back in for Kovar. She's got 2. Makes from the line. She has 5 points. 38-21. Under 13 minutes. Under 14 minutes now. Poked away by Kovar. East Grand Forks gets the turnover in its favor. Kayla Melquist running the floor. Feeding it aggressively up to Carpenter in the right block. She kicks out the Kovar right wing. Now cross court to the left elbow to Havis. Now Melquist, she catches, puts up a floater, teardrop off the bank. Won't find it. Pulled down by Smith. Melquist's shot from the left wing inside won't go. Kovar picks up a foul going for the board. Her second, team third. Kaylin Hovde checks back into the game for Kaden Melquist, who was just out there. She has no points to her name so far, 2 rebounds. That's what I thought. Kaden Melquist checks out with her third foul, team third, not on Hovde. Not on Kovar, excuse me. Here's Bullgreen left wing. Bullgreen spins around, now goes left corner to Bredman, catches the basketball, fakes, now goes out. Now left wing and picked away by Kovar. 5 Barnesville turnovers, yet they're up by 17 here in the second half. Havis now right wing. Right foot in, now back out, now drives in. Back out from the block. Kick out top of the key. This is Carpenter. Midi from the left side. Rattles it home off the jumper. Hallie Carpenter now her first points. Now off the bench. 38-23 the lead for Barnesville. Under 13 minutes to play now in the second half. Bull Green, it goes to Pesa. Now out to Scogan. Right block, right elbow. And is fouled, trying to put it up on a scoop layup from the baseline. Kenzie Scogan. They call that a contact foul before she got it off. No, they go to the line. The refs decide. That foul on number 3, Hallie Carpenter, her second, team fourth. 12:48, second half. Kenzie Scogan, first trip to the line, has no points. Make that 1. 1 for 1 she goes so far. 39-23, 12:48, second half. Scogan again and again. Sophomore goes 2 for 2, pushes the lead now to 17. 40-23. On the other side, quickly pulled out of the hands of Havis and back in the hands of EGF. Turnover. Now inside is Kovar. Off her back goes to Hovde for 3 from the corner. A wild sequence of events ends in a tray by Hovde from the right corner. She's got 8 points. The lead is 40-26. 12:20 second half. Bull Green right front court. Pumps it, now crosses over. Havis now puts in the Euro, puts up 2 from the block. Bull Green getting tricky with it. Has 7 points. 42-26. 12:03 second half. Eggers. Chest pass over left wing. This is Carpenter. Carpenter dribbles to the top. Now back to Havis left corner. Havis with the screen. Havis gets the screen. Now out to the right corner. This is Carpenter again from the block. Baseline puts up. Tries to skip in. Finds her own offensive rebound. Now kick out to Hovde. Left corner. Now Eggers. Now top. And now a 3-ball finally by Kovar. Kovar's got 7. That's her second tray. And the lead getting a little bit tighter now at 29 points for EGF. 42-29. 11:25 second half. Bull Green goes out to Bredman right corner. Bredman, jipping and jabbing, now goes cross court to Pesa. Now goes over, wide open Scogan for 3 from the right wing. Scogan answers back with a 3 of her own. She's got 5. Lead is at 45-29. 11:02 second half. Bernhavis right wing. It's raining right now in EGF. Hovde backs out from the right side. Now feed inside to Eggers. Lost the basketball. Eggers clears it. Now back in. Eggers spins around. Spins around too much. Pivots. And it walks. Travel. East Grand Forks. They're fourth. Maddie Manger checks in. Kylie Madison checks in. Both for Bryn Havis and Caitlin Hovde. Allison Kovar checks out in place of number 23, Maya Langerud, into the game for the first time this evening. The freshman sitting at 5'5", wearing number 23. Now number 23 for Barnesville. Abby John kicks out right corner to Bull Green. Now back to John, right wing. John feeds inside. Now feed out. Bredman left wing 3. Bang! Bredman, her first bucket of the second half. She's got 11. 48-29. 10:25 second half. Carpenter to the top. To Madison. Now glides back to Carpenter. Bounce pass. Chest pass to Hallie. Now slinging around the arc. Back to Madison left wing. Gets a screen from Jensen Selness. Now drives baseline. Madison does. Backs out. Here's the left side. Pulled down by Carpenter. Now bounce pass over to Jensen Selness. And turnover EGF. Kaden Melquist checks in for Hallie Carpenter. Carpenter. Fist bumping her dad, Dennis Carpenter, the head coach of the Wave. Down 48-29, 10 minutes left to play in the second half. Here's Bredman, now to Bull Green, right wing. She drives in baseline, now puts it up. Oh, what a pass up in there, and counting it a foul down low for Emily Smith. Great ball movement, great find from Bull Green to Smith for the deuce. She's got 4, Smith does. It's 50-29, 9:51 here in the second half. The lead back at the highest it's been at 21, make it 22. Smith goes 1 for 1. She's got 5. Lead is at 51-29. Picked back over. Back into Skogan. Back to Bullgreen. Back to the net. Bullgreen's got 9. 53-29. Largest lead of the night. For Barnesville, 24 points, 53-29, 9:38, second half. Dennis Carpenter takes a timeout. We'll take one with him.
East Grand Forks Greenwave Sports on YourLiveEvent.com are made possible by the Greenwave corporate sponsors, including Tim Shea's Nursery and Landscaping, Salon 222, Evergreen Insurance Agency, Border States Trophy and Awards, Leisureland RV, Northdale Oil, Shields, Custom Stripes. We ask that you please thank and patronize these sponsors of the Greenwave Athletics whenever possible.
Welcome back from the timeout by Coach Dennis Carpenter. He has 1 remaining, taking one with his team down by 24 points, 53-29. Barnesville all over the wave with 9:38 left to play in regulation. The final home game of the regular season for East Grand Forks here at the Green Wave Arts and Athletics Complex. It was 30-17 at half. Barnesville absolutely bashing on the Green Wave here in the second. East Grand Forks cut it to 13 at half. Cut it to 9 at one point in the first half. Now back down by 24. Here's right wing. This is Langerud winding up for 3 off rim, pulled down off the skim by Abby John, her first board for the 8th grader. Stutter steps, now baseline, back out to the right corner. She goes to Skogan, right wing. Kenzie Skogan now backs out. Bounce pass back over to John at the logo. John chest pass to Bullgreen. Bullgreen sizing up. Now goes to the top of the key to Emily Smith. She goes baseline, splits the defenders up for 2. No, can't find it to go. Pulled down by Lingerud. Maya for first board off the bench. Her first minutes of action tonight. Here's top of the key 3 by Manger. On the other side, we have a injured Green Wave player down on the floor. Didn't catch that one on the other side. That's number 10, Kaden Milquist, down for East Grand Forks. She gets up to 1 leg. The trainer comes out. We'll take a quick break, and she gets to her feet here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Kaden Milquist heads to the bench. In her place, Ella Eggers, Caitlin Hovde come into the game. Being checked up by the trainer right now, looking at her head on her forehead. Meanwhile, the Green Wave go up for 2. This is from Hovde, gets an offensive rebound. She's fouled on the putback. Hovde gets her own offensive rebound. Her first board. She has 8 points off the bench. She heads to the line for the first time this evening. That foul on number 40, Emily Smith, her third, team third. Hovde in. She's got 9 now. The lead at 23 for Barnesville. 53-30. 8:36 second half. Hovde again and again. She's got 10, the highest for the Green Wave. 53-31. Here is Macy, now to John, left wing, glides to the top. Now feed inside to Smith on the baseline. Kick out right side midi by Skogan. Airmailed and pulled down. Long rebound, out of bounds. Finds Skogan, now to John. Skogan, nice effort right there. Now here's right wing, the Breadman. Elbow, baseline, drive in, picked away. Jump ball. Barnesville basketball. Emily Breadman inbound. Lone Hoverson checks in place of Emily Breadman. Now to inbound for Barnesville is number 40, Emily Smith. Breadman leaves the game with 11 points, a game high. Smith goes top to John, right wing. And rainbow arc. Now here's Ulverson, out right corner. Back out to Redmond. Now back to John. John drives in baseline. Puts up off the left 2. From the left block. Won't go. Pulled down by the Green Wave by Hovde. Now pushing out on the other side is Eggers. Eggers backs out short corner. Bullet pass inside the Langerud. Poked away. Pushed away by Barnesville. Nice effort there by Emily Smith. Still Green Wave basketball. 7:49 left to play in regulation. Now here's Maya Langerud to inbound on the baseline. Goes to Eggers' left block. Puts up the floater. She is not deflected, but nice defense by Kinsey Scogan. Now all alone. Halverson goes to the left block for 2. Won't find it. Beating the defense there for a second. It's pulled down by Eggers. Eggers now holds up and now goes across the timeline. Top of the key, Eggers. This is Madison, left corner to Langerud. Langerud guarded by Smith. Gets a screen from Hovde. Langerud labors over the right wing. Now to Eggers. Drives in baseline. Puts up the glass and in. Ella Eggers now her first bucket of this game. She's got 2. Leads at 20. 53-33. 7-10 second half. Smith now around the arc. Goes to Macy, left corner. Now push to the top. This is John with the catch. Now out to Smith again at the foul line. Poked away. Found by Scogan. Right elbow. Now at the foul line. Now kick out right corner. 3 by Macy. Off rim. Pulled down by Smith. Now top of the key. Here is John. A little fake. Now same spot to Macy. Now back to John. Now feed inside the Holverson. Inside the paint. She puts it in for the rattle. Holverson now with 8 points. 55-33. Here's the right corner. This is Maddie Manger. Manger goes top to Madison. Madison spins around near the key. Goes left wing to Eggers. Now dish around to Manger, left corner. Gets the screen from Hovde. Mangers drives. Top key now to Langerud. Langerud holds back. Now left wing to Hovde. Hovde looks for Madison and gets it poked away by Holverson in the hands of John. The 8th grader going coast to coast. Spins around in the block and poked away by Manger. Tit for tat. Turnover. Manger goes to the baseline and is fouled. No, she's not. Off the bottom of the backboard. Barnesville basketball. Ella Eggers checks out. Kai Madison checks out. Maya Langerud checks out. And in their places, Allison Kovar, Bryn Havis, and Hallie Carpenter for East Grand Forks. Barnesville to inbound. A little confusion there by the players. Emily Smith for the Trojans. Finds Abby John. Up 22 points, 5:56 second half. John spins around, top of the key goes to Smith. Smith back to John, almost poked away by Kovar. John sizes up, goes out to Bullgreen in the right short corner. Bullgreen goes cross court over left corner into the bleachers looking for Smith. Turnover. Barnesville, their 7th, now 8th of the second half, yet up 22. Good sight to see for East Grand Forks. Kaden Melquist back into the ball game after taking a nasty bump earlier on. Checking in the place of Maddie Manger. Senior for senior. The Green Wave go. 5:40 second half. Time is a-ticking here for the Wave. Down by 22. Melquist left front court. Puts a jab on. Now goes left side. Puts up a mid-range jumper. Around in and out. Pulled down by Holverson. Holverson cleaning up the board. Windex handy. Now here's John with the crossover to the finish, to the rack, in for 2. Abby John has 7 off the bench. 57-33. Melquist with the basketball. She goes left corner for a 3-ball up from Hovde. It won't find the mark. John finds the rebound with 5:05 second half. Smith lost the basketball to Carpenter. Back to EGF. Hovde runs the court, top of the key. Backs out. Goes right wing to Melquist. She looks, fires for 3. Off the rim, off glass. Pulled down right into Havis's breadbasket. Havis can't find the mark. Pulled down by Smith. Her 4th board. Now on the opposite side they go. That was Havis's 2nd rebound of her own. Smith now goes left corner to Macy. Kim Macy lost it for a second. Falls to her knees. Found by East Grand Forks. Found by nobody. Eventually by Kovar. Refs call time. Kovar picks it up. They call a foul on Barnesville. 10 turnovers in the second half for Barnesville, yet up 57-33. They call a foul on number 23, Abby John, her 2nd, team 4th. Kim Macy checks out of the ball game. In her place is number 32, Lauren Holverson. Now is right wing. This is Bryn Havis. Goes opposite of the screen, goes baseline off the bottom of the backboard, and heads to the foul line. She was fouled anyway. Bryn Havis, her first trip to the line tonight for the junior. Bullgreen, her third foul. Team fifth. Both teams with 5 fouls apiece. And a 57-33 ball game at the 4:20 mark. Bryn Havis sinks the first make and attempt of her night. She's got 1. 57-34 now. Havis again. Short, pulled down by Havis. Goes up for the offensive rebound and the putback. Havis right on the spot for that one. She's got 3 now. 57-36. Right wing, this is Pesa. Top of key to John. John now goes to Smith left wing. Feeding inside, Holverson all posted up. Kick back out. Kick it around the arc. Now Pesa. Now to Holverson near the right side. Now to Smith. Catches it. Drives. John left wing. John looks to maneuver. Maneuvers. And a foul called against Barnesville. Offensive foul. Holverson with the bump. Her 4th team foul. Her 4th personal foul, team 6.
And subbing in for the Trojans, number 10, Olivia Sorensen.
Olivia Sorensen checks in for Barnesville, her first piece of action this Thursday night. Olivia Sorensen, number 10, senior forward, getting some action. Havis left wing, guarded by Sorensen, now guarded by Bullgreen. Havis spins around, looks for Melquist. She gets to her at the red line. Near the top, now goes left side. Kaden Melquist dribbling the basketball between the legs, puts a move on, gets a screen, now pulls up, now goes left side to Hovde. She catches the basketball, back to Melquist, looking for her. Melquist lost it in the hands of Pesa, in the hands of Havis, and up for the board. Havis is fouled, tripping over Pesa. Looks like Havis, looks like she'll find a trip to the line once again for Bryn.
Trojans foul on number 23,
Abby John of her 3rd foul, team 7th in the bonus. Green Wave are 17 fouls by Barnesville. Havis 1 for 2. Now 1 for 3. Her last miss, she found an offensive rebound in the putback. She has 3 points. Down by 21 points. 3:24, second half. Havis goes 1 for 2 right there. She now has 4. The lead is 20. 57-37. John left wing catches at the 3:16 mark. Now puts on this move inside for long legs skipping, and they call an offensive foul on Barnesville. Barnesville turns it over. Coach Baumstad absolutely furious about it, asking for the reasoning from the ref. Nonetheless, Barnesville turns it over for the 12th time. Ella Eggers checks in, as well as Kylie Madison. Out of the game come Bryn Havis and Maya Langerud for the Wave. Madison top of the key, down by 20, 3:05 second half. Ella Eggers right wing. Eggers goes to the top, finds Madison. Madison looking to find a bucket. Right wing, this is Carpenter in the game. Feeds inside to Hovde, posted up. Hovde backing in like a dump truck. Looking at the baseline, spins around, goes inside, finds Carpenter, finding the bucket. No, finding the rebound off the glass is Emily Smith, her 6th rebound. Now here's the right side up shot, wild shot, a charge taken by East Grand Forks and Ella Eggers. Turnover Barnesville. That one against the Trojans. And Lexi Bullgreen, I believe that's her 5th foul for the junior with 9 points. They call it her 4th. Team 9th. 2:37 and ticking second half. 20-point game. 57-37. Madison goes to Eggers left wing. Eggers feeds. Finds Manger. Now back to Melquist and the left front court. Hovde posted up on the baseline. Lost it. Back out. Manger. Elbow. Drives. Right side up. Off the glass. Won't go find the rim. Found by Olivia Sorensen for her first board of the evening. Now Sorensen goes to John. John against Melquist. Blows right past Melquist into the bucket for 2. Abby John, the 8th grader, working against the senior. Advantage middle schooler, 9 points, 59-37. Barnesville all on top. 1:50 to go. Here is Manger, left short corner, two. Long two won't go. Pulled down by Sam Pesa. Her fourth rebound. Pesa looking coast to coast up in the air. She's fouled in midair. Heads to the line. Up by 22 points. 1:40 mark in the ball game and the second half. Hovde's called for the foul. Her second. Team sixth. Pesa's 2 for 2. Make that 3 for 3. Rims it in. She's got 7. A plethora of substitutions coming in for East Grand Forks. Maya Langerud, Emma Gardner in the game. Get some more players in here in a second. Lead is 60-37. Off on that one is Pacer, her first miss. On the left side, now right side is Langerud in the left corner. Feeds inside, looking for number 4, Emma Zimney. Off and out of bounds. Still Green Wave basketball. With number 24, Emma Gardner to inbound. Abby John and Sam Pesa check out for Barnesville. Well-deserved rest for them now with 1:31 to go. Good night for the Barnesville Trojans. That one up and in. Off by number 24, Gardner. Lead is now 60-39 with 1:20 and ticking at the complex. Final regular season home game for East Grand Forks. East Grand Forks looks to drop to 7-10. Barnesville advanced to 10-5 with one more regular season game apiece for both squads to play. What a move inside off the little jab step and push in by Olivia Sorensen, the senior, getting a bucket. Now under a minute to go. 62-39. 50 seconds to go. Baseline, Green Wave go. Spun around on the left side, Emma Zimney. Now top of the key to Langerud. Langerud puts it up off the high glass. Won't find the mark. Pulled down by number 40, Emily Smith. Emily Smith now. Out to number 22. Little stutter, little fake, little hesitation by Belle Peterson of Barnesville. We have a timeout on the floor, running clock. No timeout. Substitution time now, 25.6 to go. 64-39. Barnesville going to win this one. Put it in the cookie jar because this one is toast. Langerud across the timeline with 20 seconds to go. Feed inside now, off the feet. Still East Grand Forks basketball. That's number 30 for EGF. Looking for an official number there. That's Haley Robertson for the Wave. Now number 4, Emma Zimney to inbound with 16.5 to go. Zimney looks, goes top to Langerud, right on the court. This is number 2, Sophia Perkins. Now Langerud at the red line. 8 seconds to go. East Grand Forks will hold this basketball. Barnesville holds the W, winning this one. 64-39, your final score. The Barnesville Trojans take care of the East Grand Forks Green Wave. The Trojans are now 10-5 on the season. East Grand Forks drops to 7-10 and loses its final home game of the regular season, now at a 4-4 final home mark. We'll take a break and come back for our post-game report here on YourLiveEvent.com. Your final score, Barnesville wins 64-39 over East Grand Forks.
At East Grand Forks Public Schools, excellence is the expectation for every learner, every day. At East Grand Forks, they offer a number of extracurricular activities, including athletics, academic clubs, speech, drama, and many more. At ISD 595, they encourage students to participate in as many extracurricular activities as possible. They feel students will gain valuable life lessons through these activities. For more information, visit egf.k12.mn.us. Good luck, Green Wave, from the East Grand Forks Public Schools.
The Minnesota State High School League reminds us that the educational value of this event is more important than its outcome. Respect for others, including opponents and officials, is one of those values. Support today's teams with the respect they deserve. When you have a great team and great fans, a great game is practically a given. So, root for your team and enjoy every moment of today's game. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
The Green Wave Sports Boosters was started in 1974 to help provide financial support through fundraising to all Green Wave High School athletic programs. With the generous help of its members and local business, the Green Wave Sports Boosters has helped our student athletes succeed and strive for excellence for 47 years. The Boosters would like to thank all current family and business members for their continued support. Go to greenwaveboosters.com for more information. Please consider becoming a member today.
Welcome to our post-game report on YourLiveEvent.com. Your final score, Barnesville 64, East Grand Forks 39. Here in the final regular season home game for the Lady Green Wave. The Wave now fall to 7-10. Barnesville jumps to 10-5 with one game left to play in regulation play for both squads. Let's see how they got here in this 64-39 final. In the first half, all Barnesville, all on top. Up by 24-3 at one point and a 21-point lead, the highest it would get in the first half. The halftime score 30-17. East Grand Forks made it a 9-point game at one point at 26-17. Barnesville keeping the Wave at arm's length, keeping the Wave at bay. Now in the second half, Barnesville just getting back to its scoring ways, scoring quick and often. Putting it up, putting it in. 64-39, again the final. No lead changes, no ties in this game. Barnesville out from the gates. All over and back in the win column after falling last week. East Grand Forks has now lost 2 in a row. Their final game this Friday in Crookston. Barnesville out in Frazee, or against Frazee in Barnesville. This is the final road game for Barnesville. They finish on the road officially at 5-3. Final home game for EGF, as we've mentioned abundance of times. An abundant amount of times in this broadcast. 4-4 home mark for the Wave. Let's see some scores from this game. Hoping we can talk to Coach Ryan Baumstad of the Barnesville Trojans and one of his top players. One of those being Emily Bredman with 11. Let's look at these Barnesville Trojans right now. Winners of the contest, the winners on the glass. Samantha Pesa with 7 points, 4 off the glass, 4 rebounds for Pesa. Kim Macy with 6 points of her own, all off triples. Lexi Bowgreen, 9 points, 2 rebounds. Emily Bradman with 4 rebounds to 11 points. Game high for everyone in this contest. Lauren Holverson with 8 points. Had 7 rebounds to her name, almost matching her point total. Kenzie Skogan off the bench with 5 points, 1 rebound. Emily Smith with 6 points, and at 6 rebounds of her own, matching her total. Abby John, 9 points off the bench. A good night for the 8th grader, and 3 rebounds. Olivia Sorensen got in the game as well, 2 points. And number 22 late in the game for Barnesville, number 22, Belle Peterson, brings in a bucket as well. For East Grand Forks, it looks like this. Maddie Manker finishes with 6 points, both off triples, 2 rebounds. Kata Melquist, no points for her tonight in her final game at the Arts and Athletics Complex. 2 rebounds to her name. Bryn Havis with 3 rebounds to 4 points. Ella Eggers, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Hannah Jensen-Selness, 2 points, 1 rebound. Kylie Madison off the bench had 4 points. Allison Kovar scored 7 off the bench with 2 trays. Hallie Carpenter with 2 points of her own. Caitlin Hovde with 10, team high for the Wave, and 2 rebounds. Lingerud with 1 rebound and no points to show. Looking ahead for both squads once again, East Grand Forks hits the road for the final time as far as regular season-wise, taking on Crookston. Crookston, a immaculate squad, 13-3, 8-1, near immaculate, 8-1 at home. The Pirates are. That's on March 12th at Crookston on Friday. For Barnesville, they head back home on that Friday on March 12th, taking on Frazee at 7:30. Frazee 2-14 and 2-7 for Frazee. Both games at 7:30 p.m. on the dot on Friday night. The Minnesota high school basketball season coming to a close in the regular season, with playoffs set to begin on Monday. Play-in games, pigtail games galore in the state of MN. We'll have that coverage for you on yourliveevent.com once everything is settled, once the dust has been cleared, and we know who's going where. We know where this one's going, though. After this 64-39 victory for Barnesville, they improved to 10-5. East Grand Forks now to 7-10. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this journey. Thank you to my cameraman tonight, Grant, a student from EGF, doing a great job following the action all evening long, surviving an timeless JV game early on tonight. That came down to the wire. This one, quite the opposite. Barnesville once again. Your final score, 64. East Grand Forks, 39. That'll do it for me, Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, signing off here from East Grand Forks, what may be the final time of this 2020-2021 season on yourliveevent.com. Everyone at home, have a terrific rest of your Thursday night.